But I could assure you that we are seeing drones in New Jersey all over the place.
All right, so Bethany Frankel, I know she's not like, the New York Times, but she says that she has like some kind of contact at the Pentagon and that it has something to do with radioactive material in New Jersey. What are you hearing?
So here's what I know. I know that we were told by our state police that we have assets over our critical infrastructure. Now, depending on your point of view, that's either concerning or comforting. I think it's comforting because it's probably us listening and watching. We also know that we have drones that are flying in a grid-like pattern. In my opinion, they're looking for something. What might they be looking for? Well, potentially, we're aware of a threat that came in through Port Newark. Maybe that's radioactive material. There was and there is an alert that's out right now that radioactive material in New Jersey has gone missing on December 2nd. It was a shipment. It arrived at its destination. The container was damaged and it was empty. So potentially we're looking for that.
Stop right there, Mayor, because that's very important information. And that came from a credible source.
That came from the U.S. government.
And so it's missing?
Missing.
And they think it's in New Jersey or it could be anywhere?
It was lost in New Jersey, in transit. And again, this is just an example of what I think that we're sniffing for. I think we do have the assets that can go up and fly around and sniff things, which is why we're not seeing the uptick we used to see in Belleville anymore. It's kind of moving, but we're seeing alerts that it's happening now in Pennsylvania.
And that's right about the time that the drone sightings began, right?
Yeah, drone sightings began about 4 weeks ago.
Okay, so when you take a look at this, if this information is indeed credible, why wouldn't the government say, it's us?
That's the crazy part about this. And we've gotten very little information. Even yesterday on that call with the White House, literally mayors were told, you guys are seeing things. There's no credibility to this. We have one mayor, like I said, had drones over his house. I mean, we're no longer going to stand for not hearing the truth. I mean, our state government is failing us. They're not getting the answers from the federal government. And even though yesterday they told us that there's nothing to see here, today there's a top secret briefing going on in Congress. Well, what are they being told that we weren't told yesterday?
Real quick, did you know yesterday when you were on that call about this missing radioactive activity or merchandise, or did you know that this morning after the call?
I was made aware of it yesterday morning. I did raise my hand. We weren't allowed to speak. I did raise my hand, was not called on to get that question answered.
So apparently it is concerning. Even the president-elect, who I'm sure gets some kind of briefings on things, he says he's not going to his home in Bedminster, right?
Yeah, I listened to him yesterday. He no doubt gets the same exact briefings that President Biden gets. He says our government knows. He says our president knows. And he also ended with saying, I'm not going to be in New Jersey this weekend.
So what do you want to know? What do you want the government to tell you and the general public?
I want them to be clear with us. I want transparency. I want them to say these are our assets. There's no need to concern about what's flying. The question should no longer be who's flying these drones or who owns them. It should be what they're looking for. Tell us they're ours. Tell us that they're protecting us, and tell us what the threat is.
Okay, we're coming up on the holidays. Is everybody going to be safe?
I hope so.
What do you want people to do if they see them?
That's a great question. So we've been told that pilots out of Newark Airport are getting hit with lasers. You cannot take the law in your own hands. We do not want you shooting at them. It is a federal offense to shoot on an aircraft. Drones are considered aircraft. And please do not try and hit them with lasers. Our pilots are being distracted.
So you think they're American, they're our government, and they're looking for something that went missing that could be very dangerous?
Absolutely.
All right, Mayor, you got to keep us in the loop here.
Absolutely.
Because we haven't heard any of this stuff in New York.
Absolutely.
This is good, credible
good
stuff.
information.
It's good, credible information.
And it's all verified and comes based, everything that I based my opinions on come from my briefings that I've gotten.
Your briefings by the government. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for keeping us informed and giving us that information.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I really hate to say, I told you so, but I told you so. You know, we had three options about what those drones were. Orbs, our government, or aliens. The mayor of New Jersey right there, they're our government. radioactive materials, nuclear weapons, came up missing. Wow. Just come up missing. Radioactive material just... You heard it from the horse's mouth. Briefings that he's gotten, the little bit that they would tell him from the government, came up missing. That's why we saw him in New Jersey. Remember everybody was talking about, man, all these drones in New Jersey. That's why. The shipping container, I told you, I heard it was in the shipping container. Well, now there you go. They found the shipping container damaged, the radioactive material gone. Trump said he ain't going to New Jersey. The lady asked the man about the holiday. Do you think it's going to be a safe holiday? He said, I hope so. I'm telling y'all, avoid any large gatherings. This is some straight BS. Never, unless they done kept it hid from us, have we had nuclear weapons, nuclear material, radioactive material just come up missing within the United States. That shows you how incompetent this administration is. Donald Trump knows what's going on because he gets the same briefings. He's the president. He just waiting to get inaugurated, but he's the current president. Not current, but the next president up. This ain't no, he gonna get elected and we got an election coming up. He won. We know he's the next president, so they give him information that they're giving Joe Biden right now. Everything they tell Joe Biden, they tell Donald Trump. He's the president-elect. So whatever Joe Biden knows, Donald Trump knows. And the same way, Joe Biden can't just come out and tell everybody, Trump can't either. Because somebody asked Trump, Trump said, I can't tell you. But he knows. But he said he won't be in Jersey. That ought to tell you something right there. Trump said he ain't going to Jersey. What you know, Mr. President, that you can't tell us, that got you saying you won't be in Jersey no time soon? And if you somebody who listening to me right now, you live in Jersey, be careful. Watch your surroundings. Again, avoid any large gatherings, any big structures, any big buildings, any big large populated areas. I know it's hard to probably do because you're not a terrorist. But think like a terrorist. If you was a terrorist, what would you hit? And avoid those places. That's all I can tell you. That's all I know to tell you. Again, I know a lot. But what we're dealing with right now in our time, I don't know what to do about this. I'm in this with y'all. We in this together. As you see, our government is incompetent. I ain't gonna say they're not down for us because I understand why they wouldn't tell us, hey, we got nuclear bombs we can't find. I understand why they wouldn't tell us that. So I get that. What I don't like is the fact that they were able to get here. I don't like that we dropped the ball to allow them here in the first place, where we got to look for them. That's what I don't like. I ain't tripping because they won't come out and just flat out tell us, hey, American people, we have nuclear bombs, nuclear weapons inside our borders that we suspect terrorists are going to try to detonate any day now. So I understand why they wouldn't tell us that. So I ain't tripping off that. That makes sense. You can't tell us that because people going to panic. Everybody gonna be like, oh, scared to go there. People ain't gonna go to work. If they came out and said that, how many of y'all gonna go to work? What would you be doing right now if they came out and officially told y'all, hey, we're expecting a terrorist to set off nuclear weapons within our country, and we don't know where. It can happen any day now. If they came out and told us that, which is the truth, that's the truth. It's not aliens. Y'all can believe what you want to believe. Nah, big boy, I'm telling you, it's orbs. I saw the orb in my backyard. Whatever. If you say the orb, it's an orb. If you say the alien, it's an alien. I ain't finna argue with you. I'm going by what that government official just said, what he was briefed on. I want the truth. I want facts. The closest thing to facts I done got so far is that dude. And what he was told by the government. Radioactive material, which can be used to make nuclear weapons, came up missing. Right around the time we start seeing all these damn drones. Put two and two together. If you want to say they're aliens, which I believe they exist, extraterrestrial life on other planets, that we're not the only life in the galaxy. I believe that exists. But they wouldn't just show up 4 weeks ago after all this time. Now they just show up heavy. They would have been doing it. Which they have. They've been coming back and forth visiting the planet. But why 4 weeks ago to come out heavy like that if it was aliens? It's not aliens, y'all. It's not foreign governments. And if you want to believe they ghosts and orbs, you can believe that too. I'm not tripping. Hey, thank you for watching. But truly, what I said it was yesterday with my final conclusion, I said, this is what it is. I'm betting my money on this. That they're looking for something. Something deadly. Something dangerous. Lo and behold, that's what it is. I told y'all I heard through the grapevine yesterday, them nukes came up missing. Came from Europe. In the shipping container. I told you that. Remember I told you I'm hauling shipping containers. So it made me get on high alert, but then I thought about, we go through them scanners. Remember I told y'all that yesterday? That came through shipping containers? Now he just verified what I heard. The stuff was in shipping containers. They found the container empty. And ever since then, they've been on a full-fledged search. They don't know where it is. They just know it's here. Doesn't that just make you feel all warm inside? Don't that make you feel safe? We couldn't be in better hands than Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. People have been saying that wide open border gonna come back to bite us in the ass. Lo and behold, we have nukes within our borders right now, on the move, and they searching high and low trying to find them. That's it. Ain't no more speculation, y'all, about what are the drones, what are they deep state, they Russia, they Iran. Now where the weapons come from, whatever they looking for, that can be Russia and all them people over there, but those drones belong to us. Told you. Now, knowing that they belong to us, does that make you feel any better? Cause they our drones? No. Not me. Don't make me happy to find out that I wish it would have been aliens. To be honest with you, I wish it was an orb. E.T. coming to just visit and say, hey, what up, y'all? We've been here all along. We just came to. Then again, I don't know, cause if it's anything like some alien movie, they coming to take over and blow up some shit too. So I take that back. I'm glad there ain't no aliens. But I wish it wasn't no nuclear weapons that been lost. Lost? That shit ain't lost. Somebody got them. They saying the nuclear materials are lost. They don't know where they are. They can't find them. That's not lost. Somebody got them. Whoever they were intended for, That's where they at. Somebody shipped them here in a shipping container. They shipped them to New Jersey. Whoever was supposed to get them was there waiting on the container. And they was able to do all of this unchecked. Once they got the material, once the shipping container got here, whoever was on the receiving end, once they was able to get the material up out of the containers, how ironic, now the government know that it's here and missing. Inside job. They want us to go to war. They want us to be attacked. They allow them to get it in here. That's another theory I'm coming up with. I didn't hear this nowhere. I'm just putting two and two together. I told y'all, all these containers that come in here, this is what I do. I've been doing it since 2008. I know the checks and balances, how they check these containers to make sure there's no drugs, contraband, weapons. We got scanners big as just a huge. Big enough for a semi-truck, a tractor trailer, truck and trailer to drive through. And as we're driving through it, it's scanning. Beep, beep. It's scanning to make sure for radiation. So in order for them to get that stuff here in a container, somebody let it in. It was let in. Inside job. That's just my view. They didn't catch it until after it's gone. Whoever was supposed to receive it, now they done got it and left, now they know it's missing. How is that? Think about that for a minute, y'all. I could have been a lawyer. I'm asking some questions here. I'm interrogating the witness. So you mean to tell me y'all had no clue, no intel, no spies, no informants, nobody told y'all that the nuclear weapons was coming from where they came from to here on a shipping container. But somebody shipping some kilos of them birds in here, y'all know about that. But somebody shipping a nuke in, nothing, crickets. Somebody shipping them chickens in here, y'all know about that. Catch them, no problem. When you want to catch them, y'all, I know they let some of it through y'all, so that's neither here nor there. So y'all had no intel, nobody told y'all had no clue that somebody was shipping nuclear weapons into the United States on a shipping container. Y'all had no clue. But yet, when they came up missing, how you know they missing? If you ain't know they was even here. If you didn't know they was coming, and the people who they were meant for, the terrorists on the other end, the sleeper cells, they done received it, signed the FedEx document, I guess FedEx brought it to them. Really. But anyway, so once Muhammad and Abdul Akbar and all of them got the materials, left, went to where they're going to assemble it, now y'all found out, oh, some active materials missing. How you know they missing now? After the folks done got it. Now you know it's missing. You know how you know it's missing? Because you watching and monitoring everything that happened. You wanted them to get it. I'm telling y'all, these people so wicked and evil, I truly believe they want us to be attacked. It is said that World War II, we wasn't going to get in World War II. But the industrial war machine wanted us in the war. They had intel that Japan was going to attack Pearl Harbor. They could have stopped it. But there are some people that wanted us in the war, said, no, let them through. They knew if they attack us, it'll bring us into the war. There are people that wanted us in World War II. I think the president at the time didn't want America to be a part of it. We ain't got to do with that. We tried to stay out of it as much as possible. But people within the United States, probably the people that make money off wars, like Dick Cheney and his daughter, Liz Cheney, make money off going to war. They wanted America in World War II, even though our government didn't want us in there. Our president didn't want us in World War II. He wasn't going to get involved. They knew, from what I hear, Japan planned an attack on Pearl Harbor. They knew it before Japan did it. Instead, they could have blocked it. They had intel ahead of time Pearl Harbor was going to be attacked. They did nothing to stop it because they wanted it to be attacked. Go ahead, let them in. Let them in. Same, hey, that's allegedly, YouTube. Allegedly. I was living during World War II, so just something I heard, YouTube, allegedly. And they let them on in, hence, attack Pearl Harbor, the rest is history. That's when America joined World War II. And allegedly, it looked like the same thing about to go down. There are some people that I believe are invested in there being a world war. There are some people I believe want the world to be in chaos, be at war for whatever reason. And those people allowed those weapons into the United States. They did not just outsmart our intelligence, our agencies, the FBI, the CIA, and who are Homeland Security. They did not outsmart them people. It was an inside job, just allegedly. So what do we do about it? Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing you can do. F it. F it. Short version of the serenity prayer. F it. What can we do? Sitting around worried about it ain't gonna change nothing. It's bigger than us. Get with your God and your family. And however much longer we got left here, just make the best of it. That's all I can tell you. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I know to do. I can't stop it. Continue to come on here and just talk to y'all. Go to work. Just try to live out these however many days we got left. Get it. Got it. Good. Bye.